Let's do it. Let's do this. Hello, people. Another beautiful day or night. Yep. Hope your five senses work. Hope your health and strength is good. What? It's about 10:40 at night right now. And to you Steam Deck fans, what's up with it? Steam Deck Tribe, Steam Deck Nation, Steam Deck Universe, Steam Deck World, Steam Deck Legion, what's good? Steam Deck Mob, what's up? And the Steam Deck Squad, what's good? Sitting up here at about 10:40 at night. Looking at this article here. Listen to this. Portal and Half-Life writer hopes for a 3 of something from Valve. We're talking Half-Life 3, Portal 3, or Left 4 Dead 3. Look, you know what? Let me get through this before I get through it. Here, listen to this. Uh-oh. Okay, now I got it. Listen to this. Portal, Half-Life, Left 4 Dead writer Eric Wolpaw hopes for a 3 of something one day from Dota 2 and Steam creator Valve, and has an idea for Portal 3. See if I got this right here. Okay, here we go. Says here, Portal, Half-Life, and Left 4 Dead writer Eric Wolpaw hopes for that Valve will one day makes a 3 of something. As he discussed ideas for a possible Portal 3 and reflect on his work at the FPS game Steam and Dota 2 developer. He says, having worked on Half-Life 2 episodes, both Portal games and the original Left 4 Dead, Wolpaw contributes to some of Valve's best-loved titles, and most recently served as writer on Portal spin-off Aperture Death's Job, with the central Half-Life story still unresolved since 2007 episode 2, and Portal fans left hanging on the 2011 sequel. Valve has generated a reputation for abandoning game series before they become full trilogies. Wolpaw says the company staffs are often occupied with other projects. Then he says here, it's almost like the numbering system worked against us, Wolpaw says. In an interview with YouTube series, Did You Know Gaming, we made Half-Life 2, then sort of made a 3, but it was an episode, so maybe that was just the luck of the draw. I think Valve's staff keep getting stuck into other stuff. Someday, hopefully, there will be a 3 of something. And then there's a YouTube video here. I will leave the link in the description box. It says here, Wolpaw also explains how he and fellow Valve writer Jay Pinkerton have developed ideas for a possible Portal 3, saying that the concepts for the game is still lacking detail and has not been formally pitched, but has an actual idea. Then he says, Jay and I have an idea that we think is pretty awesome for what would happen. Generally speaking, we don't have a script or any detail worked out, but we have sort of a starting point that we like a ton. Us having that idea versus actually committing to making a game is a way different thing. It's not unknown, but there is no formal pitch process at Valve's either. It's always kind of a grassroots campaign. There's a lot left to do. Somebody got to think up some new Portal puzzles, but we do have an actual idea. Yes. Then it says here, a new unofficial Half-Life VR game based on Half-Life Alyx launched earlier in November, with Aperture Death's Job keep the Portal torch still burning via its launch on Steam Deck earlier in 2022. Wolpaw has also previously discussed Portal 3, saying that he would love to work on the game if possibly. Nevertheless, official news on upcoming Valve games is scarce, leaving us constantly wondering whatever happened to Half-Life 3. If you're a big Portal fan, you might want to try some other great adventure games, or maybe, since Portal and Half-Life can likely be called retro now, some great old games. Alternatively, check out the very best VR games, including naturally Half-Life Alex. And that's the end of the article. Look, I'm gonna use Activision for a little bit. One thing I admire about Activision Blizzard with Call of Duty, they maintain their consistency. They maintain their speed, their tempo, their aggressiveness. They maintain their sense of urgency when it comes to Call of Duty. Every year they come out with a new Call of Duty, and every time they come out with a new Call of Duty, the user base is like this, right? And Call of Duty now has become a two-headed monster, which you have Call of Duty with the story mode, single player experience, plus the multiplayer, but then you have Warzone, which is a battle royale. And I think they got that, like I said before, I think they got the idea from Fortnite. So now when it comes to, say, Half-Life, Portal, Left 4 Dead, each one of those games have their user base, and Valve knows this. So to me, when it comes to those three games, Portal, Half-Life, and Left 4 Dead need to be like how Call of Duty is, where you maintain your speed, your consistency, your tempo, your aggressiveness, and your sense of urgency, and keeping your fan base needs for each game met with a new game. And that's what they need to do when it comes to Portal, Left 4 Dead, and Half-Life, and don't have their user base like waiting in limbo for the next game. And you know, when it comes to the Steam Deck ain't even in its second year yet. So when it comes to this whole when it comes to Half-Life, Left 4 Dead, Portal, I think to me you would have to wait until the Steam Deck 2 to see where Valve is at, where they're at with these games. You'd have to wait for the Steam Deck 2 to come out to see where Valve, where they're at with these games when it comes to Portal, Left 4 Dead, and Half-Life, and then go from there. Because right now the Steam Deck ain't even in its second year. It's about to enter its second year. But right now, like Gabe Noel said, when it came to the Steam Deck 2, they're keeping it to their hearts. That means they're not really revealing anything until that due time. So when it comes to those games now, like Left 4 Dead, Portal, and Half-Life, there's a saying. Good things come to those who wait. And I think that's what it's going to have to come down to right now. You know, it's like waiting to see what's going to happen when the Steam Deck 2 comes out. What games it comes with. That's what the Linux gaming community, I mean PC gaming, I mean Windows gamers, Linux gamers, and people that game on the Steam Deck, they're gonna have to wait and see where is Valve when it comes to those games, you know. And who knows? Maybe they have different groups that who knows? Valve might have like different groups working on different projects. They probably signed some NDAs saying that they won't reveal anything until they get the green light. So they might be working on those games, but you know, the PC gaming community would have to wait till when the Steam Deck 2 comes out to see where those games are on Valve's radar. That's what it's gonna have to that's what they're gonna have to do. But then at the same time, Valve is gonna have to apply the Call of Duty formula, Activision formula to Call of Duty, where every year you're coming out with a new episode or a new chapter to those games to like maintain your user base. Because right now, even with the mods that they have, the mods, and then you have the Half-Life Alex. Even those can hold the user base for a little bit. Hold the user base together for a little bit. But then after that, it's like, okay, where's the next game? And I think that's where I think that's where Valve is going to have to focus on. When are they going to come out with their next game? You know, and then at the same time, we'd have to use the Steam. The PC gaming community would have to use the Steam Deck 2 to see where Valve is at with these games. You know, but right now it's all about patience when it comes to those games. You know, and like I said before, they might be working on these games. They probably ain't saying anything right now. You know, they're probably working on these games. Maybe they were working on these games right when the first Steam Deck was being built, but they weren't saying anything. They're probably working on them. You know, so we as a PC gamer, you'd have to wait till the Steam Deck 2 to see where all this is at, where all these games are, as far as like a Portal 3, Left 4 Dead 3, and of course Half-Life 3. You know, that's what you're gonna have to do. Just wait for the Steam Deck 2 to see where they are. But I'm pretty sure they hear the concerns about these games, and they're probably doing something about it. You know, so right now it's all about being patient right now. You know, that's what it comes down to. You know, when it comes to games like Left 4 Dead, Half-Life, and Portal 3. You know, I mean, even in the article they talk about they got some concepts and some ideas. That sounds good and all, but in order to get the green light on those, you'd have to wait on. They would have to get the go ahead from Valve. But then at the same time, you're wondering, okay, Valve, where are you in the stream of things when it comes to these games? You know, so right now it's all about being patient right now and just to see where they are. Wait for an announcement to be made. You know, that's what's going to come down to, being patient, and then use the Steam Deck 2 as a measuring stick to see where Valve, to see where they are. So right now it's all about being patient. Anyway, man, this article has a video in it too, so I will leave the link in the description box so you can watch the video. So, but other than that, right now, Left 4 Dead, Portal 3, Left 4 Dead 3, Portal 3, and Half-Life 3. To me, the Steam Deck 2 is the measuring stick to see where Valve is at with these games, and what are they doing about it? Because they have a user base. They have a user base for these games. Each one, Left 4 Dead has a user base. Portal has a user base, and Half-Life, of course, has a user base. So You know, Valve is they probably working on. We don't know what they're. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any inside info. But I will take a wild guess and say they probably working on some. They probably working on something. They're probably seeing the. They're probably seeing the concerns and the feedbacks, you know, and the question that people are asking about these games, and then they're probably using that as as fuel and motivation to make those games. Portal 3, Left 4 Dead 3, and Half-Life 3. So, but right now, it's all about waiting and being patient. Anyway, I'm going to leave this video for y'all to enjoy. I'll keep y'all posted if I hear anything. Anyway, nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Bored, dark side. I'm gone. Peace.